Blogging can often seem like there's a big, massive chore. And if you don't see the results, that's all it's ever going to be.
So in this video, we're gonna show you the blogging strategy that the world's leading experts are using to get ahead.
So if you are not yet seeing results from your blogging strategy, then you need to keep on watching this video. I was angry, but it's true, you have to keep watching.
For massive results. Hey, we're Andrew and Pete, and recently we've been interviewing some of the world's leading bloggers on our podcast. Go check it out. And what's interesting is this increasingly urgent tend to focus on quality rather than quantity.
Let's see that really interesting face again. Oh yeah, really interesting. Because as the world gets more and more saturated with content, to win, it's not about creating as much content as possible. It's about creating the best content possible and maximizing that more.
So from here on in this video, we're going to be showing you what those leading experts use for their strategy to get hundreds of thousands of people to their website and tons of sales.
If not a zillion.
A zillion, gajillion sales. So keep watching as we break this down into 9 simple steps.
First step is keyword research. That basically means finding a series of words that people are actually searching for based around what you want to blog about. The key here is finding a keyword that you actually have a chance of ranking for, and potentially it might also have some commercial intent.
To do this, we use tools such as Answer the Public and Keywords Everywhere to find potential keywords. We then test these keywords against tools like the Mozbar for competitiveness and Google Keyword Planner for competitiveness and search volume. If you want us to do a video all about keyword research, why not comment below and let us know.
Step 2 is to write an awesome blog. What are you laughing at? That wasn't even funny. Research shows that the majority of articles that rank on page 1 or get the most social shares are a minimum of 1,500 words.
In fact, we've even seen people write 20 to 50,000 word articles just to rank on page 1 for a competitive search term. That's mental.
That is mental. Now, you don't necessarily need to write that much, but your goal should always be to make it the best page on the internet for that search term, and Google will reward you. This also means adding extra media into your blog. Break it up with titles, subtitles, lists, videos, quotes, tweetables, retweets, graphs, embedded SoundClouds, slide decks, and so on.
Step 3 is to optimize your blog. Use something like the Yoast SEO plugin for WordPress, which gives you like a red, amber, green system. Make sure everything is green. Make sure you've mentioned your keywords. Make sure your keyword is in the title and the URL and tags and metadata and image URLs, all this kind of stuff. Make it green.
Make it green.
Make it green.
Make Pete green.
I'm green. I'm a monster. I'm a really not green right now. I'm probably like
red.
Blue right now, honestly.
Well, yeah, purple now. We said it at the same time.
A quick tip here is to front load your blog title with your keyword. You are not BuzzFeed. You can't just get away with really curious, random, wacky blog titles. They are not gonna rank, and people don't know what the hell you're talking about. Make your blog titles actually make sense.
I really wish we were BuzzFeed though.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Step 4 is to optimize the page for email capture. 5 places to capture the reader's email could include in the text itself, at the end of the blog, in the sidebar, you might have a top bar, or you might even have an exit intent pop-up. I.e., when someone leaves the site, that's when the pop-up will pop. Not when they're reading the blog, which can be a little bit
It's when they exit, hence like the intent to exit your site, and then it pops up, it's like boom, email.
I explained it. I explained it fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. Stop booming me.
You've popped up.
A large proportion of your traffic will not come back to your site. They will forget about you. So capturing their email is important so we can remind them of how awesome we are.
Boom! Step 5 is to get comments. Get some comments and shares from your fans, your friends, and maybe your family.
Next door neighbor.
Someone a Fiverr. Get a few core people to comment and share the blog before you promote it. The reason is because it gives the blog some social proof. If new readers come to check out your blog and they see that it's got likes, comments, shares, then they are twice as likely to also do the same. Win-win. Thanks to Zimmerman for that tip.
Step 6 is to not just promote it, but to promote the hell out of it. Firstly, send an email to your list with a link to the blog. These guys are way more loyal than your social following because they have opted into your list, so they are way more likely to comment first. That was too many twos.
Boo.
Then promote it like crazy on social. Repurpose it, go live about it, create some teasers for it. Just do whatever you can to drive as much eyeballs, as much traffic back to it as possible. When you feel like you are probably promoting it too much, that's when you know that you have done enough. Also, you could even put some ad budget behind it to send even more traffic to it.
Step 7 is to build links to your blog. One of the major ranking factors of Google is still how many links go back to that blog from a credible source. So yeah, try and post the link, as much as possible, but getting a link back from a high domain authority website is best. A cool way to do this is actually to do a guest blog on someone else's website, linking back to your original blog article.
For example, if you had an article on the top 10 blah blahs, then write an article for someone else on the worst blah blahs and put a link on the worst blah blahs back to the best blah blahs.
Ah.
Make sense?
I think so. What's a blah blah?
It might seem like total effort, but if it helps you get even more traffic from Google, then it is totally worth it. Plus, obviously, you get added exposure from guest blogging too.
Then finally, when it comes to getting links to your blog, you can do this internally on your own website too. A cool tip is to go back to older blog posts and put a link from them to your current blog post that you've just wrote. This is so easy to do, and yet hardly anyone does it. Most people will link back to other blogs, but not forward. You need to link forward.
Step 8 is retargeting. You can add a pixel to your website which helps you retarget those blog visitors with promotional ads.
This is absolutely crucial because remember, as I said before, most of your website traffic will never return.
I said that actually, but you can take it.
So you need to set up some ads to retarget the people that read your blog and get them onto your email list so you can keep in touch. This is called remarketing or retargeting, and it's often the most efficient way to do social ads.
Step 9 is to double down. The best way to double down is to use Google Analytics to find out which of your blogs are performing the best and therefore which ones you should put more effort into.
For example, if one of your blog posts is ranking on the second page or a little bit further down on page 1, you might want to go in, add to it, and try and boost it back up the rankings.
I heard a really geeky joke the other day. Where is the best place to hide a dead body?
The page 2 of Google. Sorry, I ruined your joke.
Ruined
But
my
that was funny.
punchline.
I enjoyed that.
We need to give a Richard Tubb credit to that
Richard
one.
Tubb, well done.
There we go.
An SEO expert walks into a bar, pub, tavern, hostel.
I've never been to a tavern before. Have you?
Wow. So anyway, as I was saying before the jokes, make sure you go back to those blogs, re-promote them, add more content to them, get some quotes to them, get some links to them, reshare them, and voila! Up the ranking.
Because Google loves it when you update your articles all the time. So could you get some extra tips from some industry experts, add them to the blog, and then ask those experts to share it? Could you update it with some recent research that has just been done, or maybe add some extra resources or some tips, or just whatever it takes to make it more relevant?
Awesome, we've got some more videos coming up about blogging in a second, but if you want to take things further and get there faster, then you might want to check out what we're doing over on andrewandpete.com/atomic, which is our awesome membership site.
We'll put the links to that below. I've been Andrew.
I've been Pete.
See you next time.